Good day and welcome back to Elementary 72 Gaming. So for today's video, I've decided to actually talk about something in relation to events. Now you can see this Heroes Path event is pretty simple by its outlook, right? All you've got to do is collect points, which, okay, I did not get this open yet, which you can get from magnitude, as you can see, rank up progression, right, summoning shards, void, legendary shards, or sacred shards, right? We've got all of these, what you're gonna get in terms of points. Oh wait, sorry, let me open this again, right? And here's rank upgrades, and here's per rank what you're gaining in terms of points. Looking at the 6-star is your best option in terms of anything that you can do. 5-star is the second best, 4-star, 3-star, 2-star, and all the way down to 1-star. So we've got all of that for the quick and easies that are mentioned in the start of the game. But let's go all the way back up to the top and let's look at what the actual requirements become. Right, looking at this is 5,000 just on the inside. With that, it's 5,900. Grabbing that is 7,000 if you're gonna go that way. It's a really expensive stone, immortal stone. Looking at this is something even more important, legendary tomes. There's 2 of them. And look at the amount of time that you have. Okay, so it's quite difficult. So you're going to grab that and then you're going to come down here, 9,000 to enter the section. That's extremely expensive. You're going to need both keys, so you have to go through all of this. You're unlocking all of these at the top just to be able to get through here. Then you need 40,000, which as I said takes about 1,000 a day. So you need 4 times that figure just to get this open, and you need 6 times that figure to get the last champion. So there is something up with this. They definitely stonewalling you into spending out all of your gems. They're stonewalling you into spending out a lot of your saved up utilities. But is that a bad thing? Actually, I don't think so. Now, these tournaments are actually made to help them earn something off the game. And you can see these packs are all over the place. They're quite expensive, right? And as you can see, 3 shards, 3 pack, 5 per month, right? You can see they're even limiting how much you can purchase. 5 pack, 5 per month. You can see all of these are within these limited ranges. You can't really just go out and buy them to their maximum. Right, US dollar spend, you can see all of this is here, and this is where they're making their money. Now, are those events made for them to make money? Definitely. They're 100% there for you to make money. But if you're a smart player, and I'm just being honest, you can save up these free gifts. And if you do want to get those legendaries whenever they show up, you're going to basically forget taking part in CVC, other tournaments. You're just going to pile it up until you have like 50. You got 50 of these, and one of these tournaments comes around the corner. You're going to blow it all immediately and you're going to get your Heroes Path completed. That's how you're going to get the legendary at the end of it. Easiest way to get it. But it's not really that feasible because you don't know when those tournaments drop, and if you hold on to that many shards, you're going to be a negative to your team for every other event because you can't spend gems. You can't do anything until you have that event ready for you. So yeah, it's a massive negative for your advantage in the game. But if you're spending, then you're just buying a ton of gems. 4,000, alright, that is equal to 100 of those packs, and you get it. It's the advantage. So overall, is this game made to be free to play? Definitely not. 100% not made to be free to play. I know some people would be shocked to hear that there, but no, this game isn't a free to play game. It's more or less based around the economy, so it is meant to be a pay to win. But does that mean that this game is unfair? Absolutely not. The game is pretty fair in the way that it goes. If you give them money, you get the higher advantage. If you are willing to be patient, you can take the same advantage as somebody who's paying. It just takes you much longer. However, there is a place where it becomes a problem, and this is right here, Classic Arena. And all person versus person tournaments. It actually becomes a negative against you as an individual, and it's only going to pile up against you as time passes. So, like you can see me just playing off in the background. This is somebody who has legendaries and they're trying to benefit of pulling themselves down so they can climb up and get the points. I'm actually thinking of doing it for my next CBC. So in the next week after I receive rewards, I'm going to climb myself down as far as possible so that I can do 20 a day or 40 a day on the climb. And that's going to get me 40 times 8. You never know. I could get quite a bit of points, I could get quite a bit of reward out of all of this. And that's the thing that I'm after. I'm after these gold bars. Since I've been stuck in League 2, I haven't been able to go anywhere. I've been stuck at that very power level. This guy might be able to do that. But nonetheless, since I'm stuck here and there's so much of a loss factor and there's so many difficult situations that I have to fight off on a daily basis just to get myself up, I've decided that I'm going to go after something else. And that something else is going to be another league altogether in the game. So I'm going to go for the drops. Like I said, why would you drop your PvP rankings? And this is it. I need the reward, so I'm going to go after it. I don't care what the negative effect is going to be beyond the basic, and I know I can overpower that negative with a little bit of time. I like this one, and I'm actually going to win against this Death Knight in a few. Healing came from, there was 3 turns of healing, so 2 turns. But anyway, I know you can do it with the support meter. Increase any buff on the champion to 3. I did that with my Tuskers. I don't remember what the name. There's it out. Finally, I'm losing this one. But anyway, so like I was saying, you can see these teams that are made up of really crazy heroes, and you can see that they are meant to be taken on by just anybody. In order to get these heroes, it's going to take crazy amount of spend in terms of shards, and the only shard you guaranteed to get is a sacred shard. That you're going to be able to pile up like I pile up. You saw me, I have over 400, and the main purpose behind it is I can use them in a pinch to get CBC score. I know that if I have over 1,000, I can get almost 10,000 score of them within a very short time if I'm willing to do some really sketchy stuff with my account. So basically, I'll level up a ton of high-level characters for an upgrade, and I'll just keep spending shards to get champions. And it may be something like 500,000, but I'm in that league now where I'm getting enough silver all the time. I'm sitting at 3 million, and I don't have anything on the critical side to upgrade at the moment. So that's going to definitely come out in my positive favor within the next week or two. And just because I'm doing this whole rush to do the heroes competition, I haven't completed the masteries, and that's going to be something else. All of that adds to how powerful you get by the end of the game. And as I said, spend is something that just gives you such a massive advantage in the game that it looks like it is unfair, but it's actually just the advantage of time. Someone is putting in $50, and you know that that's the value of playing for that amount of time. If you have a fully upgraded mastery on a champion, you know that it's worth $50, right? Because that's what they've estimated the value is. That's how much of a difference it is in actually taking it on fair and square. And I think that it was a fair. I'm just going to skip this. This is pointless. It was a fair overall procedure, and I think that really makes it worthwhile for us to use in the game. This guy is going down so quick now. Oh, what about that? Yeah, heavy buff. Heavy deep. I know exactly what he has on. It's the same thing as my champion in this lineup. Makes it really, really powerful. 10% heal per round, plus there's an HP bonus on that set here. Bolster. I'm happy that that's through. But nonetheless, as I'm saying, so that is one of the things with the spend. It's actually fair enough for the game. If I'm rating how bad it affects tournaments, it actually affects tournaments really, really unfairly. Should those people with those heavy spends be allowed in all tournaments? Absolutely. 100% should be allowed. Is it fair that we have to fight them? Absolutely 100% yet again. But could they separate them? Absolutely could, because it's unfair on those who are spending. For example, if you're a brand new spender, like I was saying, the leagues need a time frame. That is one of the only things that's really unfair in the game. And especially if you spend like that, you're going to end up in trouble because you're not going to have the 6-star gear to pull off a win against. I'm thinking of the champion is going to be really difficult. Ninja was a time only this thing. He is very difficult to keep, but there are champions who can just drop right through him and it's nothing. You can always get Yavanna, you can always get the demon, Diblostics or whatever his name is. It's really difficult to remember the names of all these characters, especially since not all of them are easy to remember. Oh wow, this guy's gonna die. Yeah, he's dead. I actually expected that on 3. But that would have been a time for him to put up the shield. So it looks like I was wrong on that. I actually won in 2 different places where I wasn't supposed to. Okay, and as you can see, these leagues are just totally broken. They aren't made for you to actually, I'm fine with this one. I'll lose the first one. Second row. These leagues are so broken because of the way that players try to catch up to the top, and there's nothing you can do about it. These unfair traits are going to be no matter how hard you try to make them disappear. Oh, this might be there for the enemy team. Okay, so anyway, I've shown quite a bit of fighting here in the PvP section instead of facing the tournament, but that's just the basics that I have to talk about for why pay to win is fine in this game. Am I going to be a pay to win player? No, I'm not. I'm going to stick free to play. There's so much to gain from playing this game on the free to play if you have the time to play the game. If you had a full-time job, you're going to be paying to enter into the advantages. You're going to get yourself a full stack of coins. You're going to get yourself extra wait, where is it? I know there's you're gonna get yourself extra multiplays because that's gonna be good for you while you're on break or when you're on lunch. You're going to get yourself extra potions. You're going to get yourself everything to get you an advantage. You're going to get gear from the shop because I know there's gear in one of these. Yeah, regeneration set. You're going to get all of these just to give you those smallest of advantages. And, you know, they aren't really bad. They're good for you as an individual. And if you buy 5 sets, like you can see at $39, that's $200 just to get up, and you're actually taking out weeks and weeks of play just to do that. It may get you a chance to actually come in here and earn some gear from the Doom Tower. It may allow you to conquer a Doom Tower week. It may allow you to get the heroes you're searching for, and all of this is just the small things that you have to think about. What is this? A 10 chance of legendary champion. I don't have any, and I won't have any for a few days. I won't have a legendary shard for 4 days, and as you can see, my weekly is still so far away from getting a sacred. Daily is complete. Missions, how much do I have to go to the next level? It looks like I'm less than 25 away, and that is true because if you look at it, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 total for me to complete from these missions. And once this one is gone, I'm just going to go on to the next one. And that's Spirit Keep. That day is quite good. Yeah, Spirit opens tomorrow. So yeah, everything that I need. Oh wait, now I've done. So yeah, everything that I need to do is on that easy list. I'm going to be going after it piece by piece. And you can see the advantage of paying to win in the game, and you can see the advantage of free to play. Free to play is just a lot slower. You are going to take massive disadvantages in tournaments, especially if there's someone who's paid to win in your tournament group, and there likely will be. There's always somebody who's going to be paid to win taking you on. And for you as a free to play, it always means sacrifice. You have to sacrifice CVC, or you have to sacrifice every other tournament, or you have to sacrifice using your free potions until the right period. And for example, for me, I am going to go after that final champion, but before I even go there, I'm just going to grab the 2 legendary tomes. That's worth more to me than trying to get that champion. I have 2 legendaries at the moment. One is fully kitted out. Okay, no, neither are fully kitted out. I don't have the right kits for either champion. The Doom Tower isn't in the right rotation for me to get what I want, so I don't have any reason to actually rush on that path to get another legendary champion to put an even heavier toll on myself. I can just get them my standard sets and set that up on them, but it's not going to help me throughout the game. So many words, so little output. So yeah, that's the whole thing. You have to know where to spend and when to spend. And as I said, the spending aspect doesn't make you a pay to win player. Not in this game. Pay to win, you're actually taking a massive disadvantage. For example, the legendaries, which are 6-star on my Ultimate Death Knight, a 3-week consolation prize from the Forge Pass. Most of their advantage comes to him directly. So that's just 2 pieces of gear. They're 6-star. If you're counting it out from that $50 pack, $50 divided by 3, $15 worth of purchase on him. And I did this in a total free to play, so I didn't have any advantages. I also took massive disadvantages in the fact that I had power outages that knocked me off the game for several days. Also loss of time to play, incapability of completing certain tasks. So yeah, those things all had an effect on my overall ability to complete those tasks, but I brought a massive win at this stage in the game. I actually wish I could take off this entire team. It's slowing me down. So yeah, overall that's everything that has gone through for me in this section. And yeah, I'm right here, I'm on the edge. I've got 2 days to go, basically 3. and at the end of the day I might have enough to purchase this. Then I might be able to unlock this as well before the day is over and get to this here. So before it counts to 2 days, I might have both my tones. And this is impossible to complete as far as I'm concerned, but I will take a try. You know, this is pretty cheap. That's 5,000 to get this here unlocked, and I would take the soul stone. It is quite valuable. Or I might just skip the soul stone, come back down, go through this list and try and get to the bottom if I can. If I fail on time, I'll just pull out whatever I can from rewards on the side. Oh, I'm going right back to where I left. Anything in the enhancement event? Oh, I'm in the wrong. Oh, there is stuff in the enhancement event, and it's not all that high up. So I just have to check what's the scores that I can get. I have some gear that can go to level 12 if I really want it. 50, 1,500. That would be way too much for me to spend on that, so no, I'm not going to go for it. Alright, so yeah, that's about it for today. I know this was a very odd discussion, and it's more of a discussion video, so I will label it as discussion for anybody who does reach the end. And you saw the discussion tag, that was because I figured it out afterwards. So discussion, pay to win. So that's what this was. So I hope that you all did enjoy. And catch me in the next one where I show the results of this tournament. Might win, might lose. Who knows?